Well, hello and welcome to my channel. So, a few weeks ago, I wrote a game in Python that pretty much it allows me to pick a card from a deck of cards, and the card has a value. I use a dictionary to assign the values to the cards that are in a list called the deck. So, um, and it compares the value of the card, and if you win, the computer tells you that you win if you have a high value. If the computer card has a higher value, then you lose pretty much. So I decided, you know what? I would like to do this game multiple times. I would like to do this game until there are no more cards in the virtual deck. So the virtual deck is there. So how do I do that? So for that, I have to use a loop. And this is what I did today. So this is my loop. So pretty much it starts the same. I import random function because we are using the random function to select a card at random from the deck. So same thing. You use a dictionary for the card value, and you use a list for the deck list. In this case, I wanted to calculate player points and computer points at the end. So if you win, you get 1 point. If the computer has a higher value, you get one. They get 1 point, and you can continue to do that multiple times. And here's where it comes. While the answer is yes, then it goes into the sub. Now, if not deck means that we're checking to see if there are any cards or items in the list. If there are no items in the list, then we're going to break because there are no more cards. So there's no point in playing anymore because there are no more cards. Eventually, I may want to see if I can reset the list. But for now, this is good enough for me. Um, so we're going to play until there are no more cards in the deck. So it means that you can play 26 times. So the rest of the stuff stay almost the same. And again, I just added the value for the points. So let's run the program. Let's see what happens. So do you want to pick a card? Let's say yes. And if your card is a value you lose, so we can do that 26 times, and let's do that 26 times. So we can see when we get to the end. You can play as many times as you want. As many times as you want. We're getting closer to the end. The computer is beating me in this one. Pick out the big cards. And there we go. We got to the end. And here, there are no more cards in the deck. Thank you for playing. Final scores. And it gives you the final scores of the game. So, pretty neat. Pretty neat. I'm happy about this. Yeah, there's more that I could have done, like put visual and like visual cues, and you can see the car and all that kind of stuff. But for now, I'm happy with how this works. It's a very interesting. It's the first game that I have written in Python, pretty much. I'm trying to develop more Python code for scientific uses because I'm a scientist, so I like using that for like take a chemical reactor and figure out concentrations, all that kind of stuff. Um, which I'm also interested in that. But I did wanted to make a simple game and see if I could make a simple game, and I have been able to do so. And yeah, so this was in Python. This was coding in Python. Involved some math, involved some understanding of how a loop cycle works. And again, for me, I have taken a class in computer programming when I was in college in Puerto Rico, doing my engineering degree. During my second year, I took Fortran, and again, once you know how a loop works, and a loop is just pretty much it's a loop, it's a condition that controls this. And in this case, I want to play. I want to have the choice of playing again, but I want to play until there are no more cards. So want the choice to stop this at any time. So if I were to run this again, if I want to play, say I want to play, yes, let's play. Do you want to pick another card? Let's say no. So it ends there. I should be able to put the points in there too. Um, I can probably write that later on. But I can stop it at any time. I can stop if I don't want to play. I don't want to play anymore, or if I want to play until the end, I can do so too. So yeah, so this is a very you have to understand how loop works, and that's what control this. And there are two factors that control this, and is whether you want to continue drawing cards, and the second factor is whether there are any more items on the list, which means that there are cards in the deck, because the deck is pretty much, I'm using a list. The deck is a list. The value is a dictionary. So in here, I learn about dictionary. I learn about list. I learn how to manipulate list. I learn how to use loop cycle, a loop. I learn how to loop while a certain condition has a value. I also learn how to check if a list has any items, and that controls also the game too. And pretty, in my opinion, pretty simple, pretty cool, and just a way of me learning how to code in Python. And if I can do this, you also can. You just need to practice, and that's what I've been doing. I've just been practicing and doing things that I like doing just to learn how to code, and I'm happy how this came out. So anyway, there you go. There you have it. There you have my code for a game. And if you have any questions, or you want to learn more about this code that I wrote, let me know. Thank you. Have a good day.